This Daredevil run by Soule is great, and this new story arc is the perfect place for me to start reviewing this series. Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con. As mentioned before, Marvel is starting a Running with the Devil sub-universe for Daredevil, Electra, Kingpin, and Bullseye. Electra doesn't come out till next week, and I've done reviews on Kingpin and Bullseye, so feel free to check out those videos. Eventually, these stories will tie together, so you might want to hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date on these series. This issue doesn't move the story forward. It takes a look back as to catch anyone up that is just jumping on. Also, for those of you that have been reading Daredevil and know that Daredevil's identity as Matt Murdock was public, but was wondering why this story had been acting like he still had his identity a secret, this story will explain what happened. Matt Murdock is the type that wants to keep his city clean, either by convictions or vigilante intimidation. He's a Catholic whose faith plays a very big role in his life. That's why this story is told through him making a confession to a priest. He tells the priest that in order for him to confess, he must explain who he is. He is Matt Murdock and Daredevil. He explains that he lived in San Francisco and both identities were openly one. Life was good, Foggy was good. He became a millionaire off of a book deal and even found love in a woman, Kirsten McDuffie. All was well. Well, until it woke him up one night. He gave up being a lawyer because it didn't seem necessary anymore. He had money and he was publicly Daredevil. He delivers justice in that manner. But his life wasn't complete. Being a superhero might be a full-time job, but a person needs something else to occupy their mind and time, or else they'll become obsessed. See, Tony Stark had his business to balance him out. Without Matt practicing law, he has nothing to keep him from going overboard, like Punisher. This thought wasn't the only thing that keeps him up that night. Typhoid Mary sneaks into his bedroom and proceeds to burn the house down. But that doesn't freak out Kirsten. They simply pack up and move back to New York, where Daredevil is home again. After a little time touring the city, he hears a cry for help, and there he finds Tombstone ready to kill a man, but Daredevil is there and beats up Tombstone and his men as their prisoner escapes. Once the police arrive, he can tell things are different. They take his statement, but it's like they didn't believe him. So Matt goes to the district attorney's office to offer his help, and he is shot down. The DA explains that he assaulted Tombstone to free a man who isn't available to corroborate his story. Because according to Tombstone and his men, they were attacked unprovoked, and Matt Murdock was disbarred in New York for ethical reasons, so his testimony isn't even creditable. If anything, he should be arrested if Tombstone presses charges, as to Matt even has motive to add to the means and opportunity. Motive being that this could be the next chapter in his book, which Matt profits from. Hit with the realization Matt cannot return to his love, the law, he goes looking for someone to help him get his identity a secret again. He is rejected mostly. The only person to offer help recommended Mephisto, but Matt knows better than to do that. Feeling down, Matt all but gives up, until he heard a knock on the door. And when he answered, there were purple children. Who are these purple children? What is their role in giving him back his secret identity? Do they have anything to do with the Purple Man? These are the questions that I have for the next issue. Soule, an actual lawyer, is the perfect person to write Daredevil, and he doesn't make it just about the courtroom and boring. He is actually funny, and I bet he thinks of himself as Daredevil. I like that Daredevil said he was not desperate enough to call on Mephisto, which was a smart idea. I mean, look at what that did to Spider-Man. It's weird to see Daredevil in a healthy relationship, but everyone deserves happiness from time to time. I'm just afraid that this run so far isn't real, and he's been hypnotized somehow, maybe by Kingpin. But I know that's a bit out there. I am going to continue doing reviews for this title. I really like it and recommend it. The way Soule mixes real-world legal applications into the Marvel Universe is great. That's why my favorite part of this is the discussion at the DA's office. FYI, my second favorite part is where he looks for help concealing his identity, because luckily for him, all the superheroes hang out in New York, and pretty much all of them turn him down for ethical reasons. Even though Emma Frost's were her own beliefs that being rich and famous is the best way to live, so she can't take that from him. But let me know your favorite part and what you thought of this issue down below in the comments. Please, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Brian out.